Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47!
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Harris the snap, Moss the block. Burrow going deep, he's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase!
LeBron leaked out, they didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in! Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer! 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three.
Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown.
Timeout. SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit road. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Is it Brandon? Giannis says no. Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside. At both ends.
Well, let's go full screen. Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. As always, we'll recap yesterday first. 2-2 on the show, 3-2 in the Discord. Laid out of Manuel quickly under 26.5 PRAs. He finished with 24. So we made 0.7 units in the Discord, but a small losing day here on the show. Just lost juice here on the show. Let's get into today's slate. Oh, wait. Yes, here we go. 6-game NBA slate tonight. I've been through the board. I have been through the board. Some things stood out to me. Nothing that I really loved, though. I have not released anything officially. First game we'll get into is Golden State versus Memphis. There's a lot of injuries, right? Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, Steph Curry, Jimmy's out for the season. So that's everything on the Golden State side of the ball. Memphis is even worse. If we look at Memphis here, Kyle Anderson, KCP, who's out for the season, Aldima's out, Cedric Coward's out, Edie's still out, Jaws obviously still out, Brandon Clark's out. I do have some thoughts in this game. Ty Jerome over 16.5 points was my first thought. If we go look at his minutes, they're pretty consistent, like 20 to 22, very consistent, 20 to 22. And if we look at his usage percentage here, I thought there was a way I could, maybe it's here. Yeah. If we look at his usage percentage here, 34, 32, 34, 34, 33, 32, and 36. So while he's in the game, he is absolutely chucking, but his minutes are fairly low. We look at the volume here, 8 3-point attempts, 16 field goal attempts in his last game. The game prior, 7 3-point attempts, 11 field goal attempts, 14 and 7, 10 and 5. These are going to be lows for him, I believe, on the season in each. Okay, he did have just 4 3-point attempts there, 12 and 10. So 10 is his fewest field goal attempts in a game so far. 14, 16 is going to be the most field goal attempts he's had. And if you think about it, Miami with that really high pace kind of makes sense. Ty Jerome had extra field goal attempts in that one. Let's go ahead and let me get into my model and look at where they rank pace wise. They being Golden State, 14th in pace versus 10th in pace. Okay. Is there a way I can see? Last 15th, they're 11th, a little higher. That's what I thought. Okay. I lean over Ty Jerome's points. The minutes are going to be, I think, very sticky. 20 to 23. But I do lean over Ty Jerome points. What's his threes line at? We can remove the usage here. 2.5 plus 150. Lean over, but I like the points more. Moving on from Ty Jerome, GG Jackson, also interesting here. If we look at his minutes, let's pull him up right here. Also pretty consistent. I think he might play 24, but I'd say he plays 25 to 30 tonight. Let's go see when he plays 25 to 30 minutes on the season. 2025. Okay. Over in all but 2 games, averaging 17.8. We get a 14.5 line. I do kind of want to see. I like Ty Jerome and I like GG Jackson for Memphis here. I guess GG Jackson could pull the Draymond defensive matchup, which is going to be a more difficult matchup. I like GG Jackson's points over as well. Also looked at Jalen Wells points and threes over in this matchup. You can get over 1.5 at even money. He's over in 7 of his last 10. If we pull up his minutes charts here, very sticky, 24 to 30. Averaging 1.8 on the season. We're getting plus money. Defensive rank, they're 13th. Lean more onto the points. 57% hit rate there. Average of about 13. I lean over Jalen Wells points. It's going to be hard for me to get to anything on the Memphis side just because I do have a lot of leans. Cam Spencer was one. I looked at his assist line, 4.5 minus 130. His minutes, though, we cannot guarantee his minutes to be as static. I would say definitely let's go 20 to 30 here for Cam Spencer. We'll go 20 to 30, 2025. 64% hit rate over and are averaging 5.8. If he's going to Stevie's picks, good morning, bro. Ty's assist at plus money value spot. Chalk Exchange in the building. Chalk, good morning. How are we?
Doing well. How are you?
Good, man. Coming off back-to-back winning days. They're small, but they're winning, so I'll take them. I'll stack them how I can get them.
It's small, but it's fierce. No, it adds up.
Coffee there.
It definitely adds up. That's what you have to do. It's that time of year. Incremental wins, stack them up. It's not going to be sexy. The 1% progress every day type deal. As you can tell, I'm coming off corporate, so I got business analogies in my head. The slate sucks, but I want to pop in and say what's up and see what we're riding.
No, I absolutely agree with you. The slate does kind of suck. I went through it this morning on my own, and I didn't come up with anything official. I had some thoughts. I'm still on the first game. I lean over Ty Jerome and GG Jackson points each. We also got the Spencer brothers going head-to-head tonight in this game. Did you have any thoughts in this game? I agree with you. Slate's not pretty.
No, I didn't. I'm not even concerning myself with this Grizzlies game. Grizzlies Warriors, I imagine.
Yep. Yeah.
No,
everybody on the Memphis side of the ball is playing 24 to 30 minutes. I don't have anything either. I left y'all with those leans, but I am going to go ahead and move on. This game, OKC versus Detroit. Detroit's 8-point favorites at home. Now, Chet is questionable. J-Man, what's up? Appreciate you tapping in. Did you have any thoughts in this Detroit game? I was actually looking at Chet's under points. He's banged up, a couple different reasons. But did you have any thoughts in this game?
I am always signed up for a good hate watch on Mr. Chet Holmgren.
See, me too.
Do not enjoy watching that man play basketball. I'll tell you there. I think that Cade is a bucket tonight. I do think that's a possibility. I'm not really trying to get too nitty gritty with it. This matchup, obviously, both teams are pretty good defensively, right?
Yeah.
The only guy I can really trust is Cade. If I were to get there, and maybe Hart's assist, maybe Hartenstein's assist. Is that still a thing?
That's a good question. It's like you say all the time. Edges last a couple business days. Man,
It's 6 potentials last game. Didn't capitalize on any of them against Toronto. Lines at
he had
4.5.
potential still though.
Still 6 potentials. Not a great matchup for assists with centers. Pretty bad, actually. However, he's gone over the last 2 games that he's seen Detroit.
I would
11
definitely
and 8
lean,
chances each.
I would definitely lean towards the over here. I'm actually running Chet Holmgren's under right now, though. I'm just going points. I considered PAs. I'm just going points. 125 at the score. If you have Hard Rock easily available, it's 120 there. Otherwise, 125 at the score, 130 at Caesars, 127 at Rivers, and 132 at FanDuel. That 132 at FanDuel is still good to go, in my opinion. I've got him at 15.44. I know Jakob Poeltl, or not Jakob Poeltl, is Stewie's still out, correct? He's still got a game or two.
Suspended, yep.
Yeah. So I mean he'll match up versus Duren. And then Paul Reed runs back up 5 minutes, right?
I'm sorry. Does this shit say under in his last 10 for Holmgren?
Yeah, 10 straight or 9 straight. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, under in 10 straight. Yep.
And they're still putting the line there?
Yeah.
All right. I was looking to I was going to pivot over to little blocks and steals. I know it's your favorite market. But I was looking at Chet's blocks and steals for this one. It's at 2.5. I like it. I like the over. Not a particularly sexy play on value, but and not widely available. So I'll keep it pushing from there.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean it does look green though. 4 versus last matchup, 4 in the game before. And those were both like Cleveland's a kind of difficult matchup. You see they're 25th in allowed to center. So yeah, I like that look. I like that look a lot. We got some requests here. Santos PRs, Cade's under points, Cade's 10 plus assists. So let's go through them individually. How do you say his last name, bro? Sandro. I'm getting him in. Yeah. My
the
fault.
guy from the Raptors confused.
Yep.
How did he do last night?
I have no clue.
He had 15 and 12 last night.
Wow.
His PR was 19.5. I think I said it here yesterday or just on the shot somewhere. He's been printing on the PRs. He really has been, but they keep bumping up his number, and he keeps hitting his number every single game.
No opinions for me on the Santos. Nothing for me in that Golden State game.
Last night was 19.5. Now it's 21.5, and it still looks green as fuck.
For who?
For Guy Santos. Guy.
You're talking PRs?
PRs. They bumped it up by 2, night to night.
What's the discrepancy in why 27 minutes in this game? Was it foul trouble? Or just bad
idea.
Foul trouble. 5 fouls. Okay, that makes me feel
you're going
good.
against, you Joker on the other side putting up 35, 20, and 12.
Yeah. Okay, so let's
You're not going to get that with the Grizzlies. You're not going to get anything with the Grizzlies. Love Santos PR tonight. I'm back in on Santos. Took the night off.
J-Man, you've got support. I mean, it looks green to me as well. I do think he plays like 8 minutes. Why not? So yeah, I like that spot. Second year guy, pretty young, right?
What's his minutes that he's on back-to-backs? He has horrible numbers on back-to-backs.
Oof, don't love that.
This gets back to like earlier in the year and last year, though. completely different role, completely different injury situation. Nobody's playing for the Warriors. It has to be Santos PR.
This kid is 23 years old, and he's been in the league since 2022.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
I did
Powell
not
was like
really-
23. Talk about him, he's been in the league for like 10
bro.
years.
I know it kind of blows my mind, these 19-year-olds coming into the league. Cooper Flagg was drafted at 18, wasn't he?
Yeah, he redeclared. I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
Redeclared
Yep.
his, so last year was his freshman year of college, or senior year of high school.
Right.
Age-wise was in college, and this year should be his freshman year in college. He's going
Unreal,
30.
dude.
Yeah,
Unreal.
He's a special talent.
Getting back to the slate, Cade under points is actually a line I looked at today. OKC still's played fairly well defensively. We can go look at some point guards versus them in the last couple days. Shaheed had 14, or Sheed. Emmanuel quickly had 20. He just barely went over. Dennis Schroeder, 15. Donovan, they held him under. Even if they're green, it's not like they're giving up big point totals. 27's the high in the last couple days. They did allow 23 to Suggs beginning of the month. I leaned under Cade's points, and honestly, whoever requested the assists, I did lean over there as well. I haven't bet either of those. Do you have opinions there, Chuck?
I like his PA tonight. I'm just going to do a combo.
About the sneeze.
I know he's going to be involved. So the combo is the only way I like it, PA. And I don't have any supporting statistics or graphs or charts to go along with it. Just a straight vibe play.
I think at minimum you can expect him to have massive usage, right?
Right. And then you're betting on opportunity. Good matchup for threes if he does decide to shoot it. Maybe. Who knows if Dort is on him. I don't know that. I would have to go back and look to see who the matchup was. I don't know if they even played this year, but yeah, if you want something to bet on in this game, it would probably be Chet's stocks, steals and blocks. His under points are looking red, which is good. And Cade PA, if you just want the usage, he's going to have the ball in his hand. So
yeah, Cade does look very green. Not mad at the PAs. I do think the usage percentage and minutes are going to be similar to what we see on the screen. 30+% usage, 30 to 40 minutes. He could get here with a 22 and 14 game, or he could get here with a 27 and 8 game. So I guess, 27 and 8 would do it. Yeah. Not mad at the Cade stuff. It actually makes me kind of want to think about Duncan here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 2.5 minus 130. We can clear all the filters.
Let's go a different angle on Cade, right? Real quick.
Yeah. What do you got?
ESPN game. Nationally televised against the defending champs. A lot of talk about those games played affecting the awards.
Yeah.
Cade puts up a nice night tonight against the Thunder. Cade's down to 6-1 with SGA missing time. SGA is only minus 150 now, and Jokic is plus 300.
Yeah, and Jokic is disqualified if he misses one more, right? He can't miss any.
Which would be crazy if you're betting plus 300 on a guy that can only afford to miss one more game.
Well, I do think Denver only has 19 or 20 games left. So it's, if you get through these next 10, you're going to feel pretty confident. But then, what if Denver gets to, the last game or two and they've got the 2 seed secured, so they rest him?
All it takes is a fingernail injury. Just a night off, an illness.
Yep, an illness. I woke up this morning with fucking sinus drainage and my throat hurt. And I didn't do anything special. Jokic could literally wake up one day feeling like shit. They got Warriors on the schedule or Wizards on the schedule. And they let him chill. I do think, though, I will say it sounds like the coaching staff and the training staff and everybody's trying to do everything they can to make sure he's eligible for these postseason awards the season awards. I know there's also, I think, some money involved for him. So if it got to that, I could almost see like a Mikal Bridges start the game, play a series, and get subbed.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Keep the streak alive type deal. You got the gameplay logged. Let's sit down for the night. Appreciate you coming out type deal. I understand that completely.
it's kind of crazy. Bridges has played 1,000 games straight. It's like
I remember
8
him checking in
seasons or
and immediately
something, isn't
checking
it?
out. That's a lot of basketball, man.
I want to say I got to look this up. Sorry, y'all. I know you're here for the bread. 556. I'm a little over it, but oh no, that's as of last season about this time. So I would say he's played at least 70 more. He's over 600. Pretty crazy. All right, back to the stream, back to the plays. That's pretty crazy to think of. We have a Duren PR request. Do you have thoughts to the over or the under?
I don't trust him. That's it. I just don't trust Duren. It could be a physical game down low with Hart, and who knows what Chet will be up to. Guy that struggles with foul trouble. I'm good on Duren. Looks green though. Looks very green.
I would
Matchup sucks, but it looks very green.
lean over. He's played very well recently.
I don't know if you cut out or I cut out.
All right, we're back. My bad. I reset the model and everything crashed.
Are you back?
Yes. Reset the model and everything crashed. What I was going to say is Jalen Duren PR's over would be my lean. Not enough for me to trust it today, but I do lean over there for Duren. Moving on to Duncan. Line is way. Oh, that's PRs. Points 10.5. Okay, we played the 10 plus the other day. Yeah, they struggle versus threes, especially to his position. 2.5, 135. Is that widely available? Not widely available. Everyone's probably moved. Okay, I think I'm going to pivot to Duncan's threes here. I want to see his points line when he makes exactly 3 threes. Points. Stat filters. Maybe. Game splits? No. First time I've tried to do this since they've done the update. And I don't know how to do it since they've done the update. You can do attempts, but you can't do makes. Interesting. Okay. New to the update. I still think I want to run Duncan over 10.5 points. Dakota, can't hear me. Chalk, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, that might have been while it froze. I know YouTube comments are hella slow.
Yeah, it cut out.
All right. I'm gonna run. Duncan over is gonna be my first or my second official play. I'm going Duncan over 118 at FanDuel. Going Duncan over 118 at FanDuel. FanDuel. It's 120 at the score. 120 at MGM and Hard Rock. Second official play. I got to enter a code. I was just in here. Okay, second official play, Duncan Robinson over 10.5 points, minus 118 at FanDuel. Locked in, let's go. Second official play. Did I just say Donovan Mitchell? Duncan Robinson.
I heard Duncan.
Okay.
Maybe I'm reading on the screen.
Could you imagine getting Donovan Mitchell's line at 10.5? Talk about a free square.
Like a prize per square or something like that.
Right.
Things.
You know what? I do think Jared McCain could see some decent minutes tonight. He only played 10 in the minute prior. I was going to say 22 and 15, only 10 versus Toronto. Not a big fan of that.
Front end of a back-to-back last night.
Last night was the front end of a back-to-back. Okay. And he only played 10 minutes, so he could get a little extra run today. Wouldn't be mad at some Jared McCann overs, and I'm like a McCann hater, so me saying that means he's probably in a decent spot. Lou Dort, little catch and shoot 3 action. Price is too high. All right, nothing else in that game, just Duncan Robinson, my only official. We can move on to San Antonio versus Toronto. Do you think they're going to double Wemby?
It's so tough.
I know. If they don't double him, he's probably going for 30. The line feels a little low, minus, I think it's actually moved a point. I think it was 6.5 this morning. 7.5, I agree more with. Yeah, it's so hard to judge if they will or won't. If they double him, I'd lean under this and look at like somebody like Champagne's points and threes, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
What are we thinking here? As far as, we have the idea that they're going to double them. Double is already pretty much automatic money at this point, right?
Yeah.
Go triple-double at plus 4,000.
He has won this season versus Detroit. Well, you know what? Didn't he just have a game with like 6 or 7 blocks, 8 blocks? Like he could do it with blocks. 6, 5, 4, 6 the last 3 games.
I love his blocks tonight too. It's a 40-1 bet. I'll put $10 on it.
Right. I don't hate that as well. Stevie Pick says he's on Duncan as well. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Brandon Ingram rebounds at home. So Scotty Barnes is questionable in this game, correct?
I'm seeing questionable.
I mentioned in the Discord if he didn't go, I would be interested in a points over. But if he did go, I was actually looking at the rebounds under. Going to be very Scotty Barnes dependent, and I'm not trying to get out ahead of this. I would lean Scotty doesn't go, and the points over is a good look. Rebounds over, I don't hate it without Scotty. Maybe I would rather go PRs. I just think he's going to have pretty decent usage and volume today. It is a back-to-back. How has he performed in back-to-backs this year? That's not necessarily the most enticing thing to see either. You said he does play well at home, though. 20-25 rebounds at home, 76% hit rate, plus money. I would lean over Scotty Barnes or Brandon Ingram's rebounds. Evan, I went over the Memphis game. I liked Ty Jerome's points. He's only going to play 20 to 22 minutes, but his usage percentage is over 34%. It's like Luka, Shea, Cade type minutes usage. Can't talk you off of it. But another thing I don't like is I like Jalen Wells and Gigi Jackson's overs as well. So take your pick out of those 3. Champagny RA's over. I was looking at the Champagny threes and points. That is dependent on doubling, though, for Wemby. 22 minutes in a blowout, 36 minutes in a competitive game, 27 in a semi-blowout. So this is one thing that I will like. Chalk, are you real confident this game stays within 10?
Not confident any game in the NBA stays within 10 these days.
Seriously. This line's 7.5, but it feels like it could easily be 9.5, 10. I think the Spurs might be on a back-to-back. Can we talk about their last 10 games? 1 by 9 versus the best team in the East. 1 by 17 versus the worst team in the league. 1 by 27. Okay. 1 by 27. 1 by 13. 1 by 28. 1 by 13. 1 by 12. 1 by 10. 1 by 9. 1 lost a game. So they've won 9 straight. The fewest amount of points they've won by is 9. I don't know. I think this line's fishy. Second straight road game, so maybe there's something there. It feels wrong to me.
Yeah, second straight road game, completely different. It's not like you're going from the Lakers to the Warriors. You're going from Detroit, you cross customs, you do everything like that.
Yep.
And Toronto, pain in the ass, won 9 straight by 10 plus, whatever the case may be. I know a lot of people were saying that they need to see it from the Spurs. And I think that's more pertaining to the playoffs.
Exactly.
We're kind of seeing it. We're kind of seeing it right now, and they might be feasting on the teams that are broken and battered at this point, and the Kings and the Warriors and
Mavericks
and whatever the Magic are portraying themselves as. But they're still winning. I mean, they just beat the best team in the East. I think this is a little bit of a letdown spot. So I guess I do think that it's an appropriate line. I don't know how they defend Wemby with Scotty questionable and Podol still kind of working his way back.
Yeah, because it's going to be CMB, right?
CMB and Sandro.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Because, see, another thing for me that's been printing, and I don't want to tell everybody this, but if y'all are tapped in, you can know about it. When he plays 30 or more minutes, bud, he's cashing the fuck out of those threes. Every competitive game he's played recently, I'm like, all right, let's bet the threes. But tonight, hell no. Easily could see him running 26, 28 minutes tonight. No questions asked. So, yeah, I'm going to move on from this game. Nothing official. I do think there's interesting spots. Let's see what happens with Scotty Barnes, and then maybe we can be a little more aggressive in that one. Let's move on to Cleveland.
I have one for this game real quick.
Hell yeah.
Quickly's threes.
Emmanuel Quickly, threes. He had 4 last night versus OKC. One more. I cashed on his PRAs under last night, but it was a little sweat towards the end.
Yeah. Good matchup. We know how tired the legs are for the Spurs. And without Scotty, I think the scoring has to go elsewhere if he doesn't play. Quickly's threes. I mean, point guards in general kind of just get what they want against the Spurs.
Volume's been pretty good even in the games he's missed outside of 2. I don't like this one, which is a head-to-head. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's last season. Okay. Don't care.
Yeah. 20 attempts his last 2 games. If he gets up like 7, 8, he'll probably make 3.
Yeah, I like it. All right, let's move on. Cleveland versus Milwaukee. Cleveland 8.5-point favorites. They played 2 nights ago, correct? Not last night.
Yeah, something like that.
24. No, it was last night versus New York. That's right. I had Donovan over 26.5. I mean, closed great. He just missed. You see it 5 for 18 from the field. We were around the volume I wanted to be at. He just couldn't come through. Back to back. Is this first back-to-back with Harden? Looks like it's the second. 32 in that game. What are the head-to-head?
Last night was the you bet the threes for the small forward spot on the Cavs. You're like, yeah, obviously it's Sam Merrill. No, it's Dean Wade, apparently. It was Dean Wade last night.
John Brown, appreciate that. Appreciate you tapping in. Big Geeker. Harrison Barnes over 11.5 PRAs. I'll circle back to that because it was a spot that cashed us this season.
That's his PRA line?
Yeah. Apparently. Yes, it is. 15, 21, 20. Don't like just the 15 minutes last game, but it is a front end of a back-to-back. He's been hovering in the 20s beyond that. I would say you're going to see 20 to 26 minutes from Harrison Barnes tonight, and my leans would definitely be over. Especially he can get some like cheap threes off the double team. Yeah, I would not talk you off of this. Let's go 20. Let's put Wemby in the lineup. 58% hit rate, average is 12.7, over in 4 straight, 5 of his last 6. Would not talk you off of Harrison Barnes. PRA's over. Yes, I do like that. Sam Merrill over 3s in the next game. Let's go ahead and get back into Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell, like you said. What actually, do you have any James Harden assist thoughts? What did he do last night? Ooh, I saved myself. Cool. Almost bet his assist last night and didn't.
Yeah, 14 chances last night. Hypothetically, I wasn't. I wasn't invested at all. No, I could have got that game more wrong. Donovan 4 threes, Harden 3 threes, Merrill 3 threes, and Harden's assists. And I think the only one that cashed was Harden's 3 threes.
That's right. I do remember you having that on stream yesterday now.
Yeah, it was fucking Dean Wade with 3 threes. Because of course, right?
Michael Porter Jr. coming off of a big night last night. He had, 30, 32. Is Ryan Rollins good to go? Did he leave the game? Did he come back? Not seeing him on the injury report, but it's also a back-to-back, so it might not be reported. Didn't he go down last night? Am I making that up in my head?
Who did they play last night? Heat?
I think Miami. Yep. Jalen sucks. I did not know that. Jalen Suggs downgraded to questionable. Milwaukee yet to submit. KPJ should score again. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm just trying to get some Ryan Rollins news. I don't know. He had 2 threes. How many attempts did he have? He only had 4, but he had 20 field goal attempts. 25th versus his position. Any head-to-heads this season? No, not this season. Let's go players. Let's go without Giannis. Cam Thomas do anything last night?
I don't know, but I'm thinking Cam Thomas everything tonight, right?
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking too. What's the line at? 14.5. Ooh, coming off of a bad game too. I like that.
It's got Harden and Mitchell on the other side of him on a back-to-back. I might take him up to 25. It's 25 points for Cam.
Okay, no, I think they're pretty healthy. I think Milwaukee's pretty healthy.
I don't see Bobby Porter's lines listed.
Bobby Portis. Yeah, I got him here. 10.5 on the points.
I mean, on actual sites. This is 1.5. I saw on the data sites was plus money for threes.
Yeah,
everybody's in tune with the home threes at this point, right?
Yeah, there's some books open. I will say it's not widely available, but like some big books are there. Prop Builder, which is like one of the biggest outside of the U.S., but available in the U.S. as well, offshore. You also got Caesars at 118. Am I about to run this bitch right now?
So they're just hiding his threes tonight.
FanDuel's scared for sure.
FanDuel's definitely scared.
How many minutes last game? 24. That should be like a pretty good estimate, right? 24 to 29, you think? I don't think we see these 16-minute games from him tonight, do you?
No. Cam Thomas destroyed this team back in October. Completely different role, team, everything. He went for 33.
He can do that in 12 minutes.
Yeah, you don't think he's going for 25 tonight at plus 875?
I think he's going for 14.5 for sure. Well, if Rollins is out, you know who the wagon play is. Yeah, you're right, but I think Rollins is good. But if y'all see something about it, make sure you bump me because I swear I got that notification last night, but I could be wrong. And he very easily could have left and came back, and it was like a little tweak of the ankle or something. I'm actually going to go to Underdog here and see. Now, the last thing they tweeted about him was the 12th. Ever since then, he's been good. All right, we're cool. We're cool. Brian Rollins is healthy, I think. Chalk, Bobby Portis, points or threes?
Threes.
Both? Half a unit each? Because they're both plus money.
Yeah, just take the ladder up on threes.
Okay. I am. I am betting both of those right now, love y'all. I'm going a half a unit on each. You could ladder each. I think I'm going a half a unit on each because I'm going to end up on Cam Thomas in some capacity as well. Give me 30 seconds. I got to go to FanDuel. I got to go to Cavs Bucks, player points. What's the 10 plus to just if it's plus money? Oh, 10 plus is 125. Just run that. Just run that. Run the 10 plus. Yeah, we're gonna see what it takes to win a unit there. I think it's about 6.5, right? No, 6.2. Yeah, 6.25. All right, get that in. Okay, now I'm going to Caesars. Caesars Sportsbook. Give me a second. I'm gonna bet this. And this is just a half a unit. So, I got an update. Please be fast. Going to win a half a unit at 0.625 on the points, and then a half a unit at 0.5 on the threes. I got the points in. App is updated. NBA, Cleveland, Milwaukee, threes. 2 plus is plus 104, but if you go to the over-under, it's plus 118. Yep, getting that for a half a unit. Okay, cool. All right, let me get that. Oh, it's in the banner. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Bobby Portis, I ran points and threes at a half a unit each. Sounds like Chalk likes the threes better. I don't think you can go wrong on either. Nothing there. Jared Allen, do you have thoughts tonight on Jared Allen? Probably like not a bad matchup, right?
Dr. J.A. You see the post-game interview?
I did not.
It's funny stuff. Donovan Mitchell was being interviewed by I forget his name on the Cavs. He had masked up Kobe, untucked Kyrie, in Black History Month. Jared Allen called him Dr. J.A.
Dr. J.A.
It's incredible. He's been balling. I think he's a huge beneficiary of Harden at the point. There's nobody down low for the Bucks that have any resistance for what they're doing. But with Miles Turner, Jericho Sims, and Bobby Portis, is that the resistance we're talking about?
Yeah, that's the resistance.
Yeah. If you like Jared Allen, play Jared Allen.
I like the PRs or the double doubles available minus 120 at FanDuel. I'm not mad at that either. I like both of those spots a lot. We had a request on Brandon Ingram's assists. San Antonio, he's getting 34% of his assists in the restricted. They're pretty good at defending the restricted area in terms of assists allowed. You think about it, makes sense with it being Wemby. I would lean over though for the Brandon Ingram assist request. I would lean over. And then I think without Scotty, you're going to have an even better chance. One game, small sample. They won by 28 points. He had 6 assists in that game. So would lean over for Brandon Ingram's assist for sure. Cam Thomas. Don't want to look at double doubles. When did he get traded here?
I think he got signed.
You're right. They got cut. I think 2-11 was probably his first game. This will actually let me go back and see. Brooklyn.
Right here.
Brooklyn.
2-11 was his first game. 5-game sample, playing pretty steadily at 20 minutes, coming off a 2-10 field goal game, which you can get from Cam Thomas.
Yep, I would lean over. Not mad at the ladder spot for Cam Thomas. Not an official play for me. Let's move on to Sacramento versus Houston. Big spread here, 13.5. I wanted to fade KD, and then I went and looked at wins or 10 or more, and it's actually not something you just want to blindly tail, especially his PRAs over the last 10 of wins or 10 or more. He's over 9 of 10. So yeah, definitely not fading KD. I'm afraid to back him though. It's a beautiful matchup, great matchup. But if they run away with it, I would be worried. I thought Reed Shepherd could be interesting here today. If we go look at him in wins of 10 or more, 22. That's PRA. Sorry, let's go points. 15, 13, 14, 18. There were definitely 13.5s this morning. They're now 135. Okay. It's bumped already. I'd probably stay off of Reed. Allen smacked a plus 180 double-double yesterday. Yeah, I would probably run that back. Ross, I think you're in the Discord. Keep an eye out for that in the Discord release later today. Would be no surprises from me there. Chalk, do you want to talk about anything in this game before we get on to the last one?
I'm thinking KD's assist.
Over?
Yeah.
Coming off of a 12-11 versus Brooklyn. It makes sense versus Brooklyn. It makes sense versus Utah. Why would it not make sense versus Sacramento? Couldn't talk you off of it. 4.5, a very playable number. So he's got no bump. Let's see what the potentials are looking like. 17, just 9 in that one. I love that. 11 assists on 10 potentials. Good for him.
But look at who has the best matchups in this game, right? Sengun probably has the best scoring matchup. Jabari with just threes, right?
Yep.
And Thompson, pretty much any which way. We know it's going to be cutting. Probably lay up some sort. All those guys can score off KD, drawing more attention, which I don't know if he will or won't draw more attention, but everybody's going to be open tonight.
Yeah, I'm not mad at KD assists over. I mean, the PRAs are probably green as well. You just got to hope he gets it done in 32 minutes or less. And I mean, if you ask me, it happens.
It's priced that way.
Yeah, if you ask me, it definitely happens. All right, let's move on to the last one. Boston versus Denver. Jaylen Brown, 28.5 this morning was the points line. Let's see if it's still there. Still there. Some plus monies. Are there any 27s out there? Yeah, there's some 27s out there for a good price. 27, 28. Boston ranked 26 versus small forward, so we can go bad defenses versus position. We can go minutes at 32. Looks pretty damn green. Now, versus pick and roll ball handlers, they're 12th. Defensive rank, they're transition rank, they're 17th. Let's go look at teams outside of the top 10 in transition. That's 13th. Let's go back a little bit. All of these teams just so happen to be outside of the top 10 in transition. Chalk, you have any thoughts on Jaylen Brown over points, rebounds, or assists?
He just sat out, right?
Yes.
No, I mean, obviously, he can go for 38, and I don't have any thoughts. I think he's appropriately priced. Jokic, everything. I'm trying to figure out how I want to shape his triple-double to get better than minus 105.
I was going to say, I saw some plus 02s and 04s this morning, but FanDuel, I think, was at minus 05. Yeah, and I know it's about the only book you can get down on.
Yeah, it's a wager limit thing.
Yep.
I'll probably shape
14 at DK. Call a buddy. But no, that minus 05, I think
a
it's
friend.
terrible. Yeah, phone a friend.
The 12 and 12 might be an angle. I'm not even mad at like whatever his rebound total is. What's the highest you can go for Jokic's rebounds? 16.
I bet you could find a 16 out there easily.
16's plus 340. I think we really, like, honestly, I really think that we get like a 25, 18, 12 game out of him tonight.
I wholeheartedly agree with that because Vucevic is a respectable player. He's had a good career. He's not really capable of taking Jokic on one-on-one, especially now. And then Nemus, right? Is that how you say it? Queta off the bench. Obviously, he's going to need help. So Jokic can roll out of bed and get himself 10 points, let alone 20. And then I think the assists come in. I would say, hold on, exactly. Okay, so I'm at 11.1. What's his line? Is it 9.5 or 10.5?
I honestly didn't look at his baselines. I just looked at his ladders.
Yeah, you can get a 10 plus at minus 08. FanDuel's 114. I like the assist by itself. I like the triple double by itself, or as a standalone prop at plus money.
So you can get a triple double at minus 105, but if you get 12 rebounds, 8 assists, it's minus 113.
Really?
Yeah.
I would rather have the triple double.
I mean, it's 8 cents difference, but like.
Yep.
12 and 8 or 10 and 10,
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm a big fan of the triple double for Jokic. We have a request on Jaylen Brown's assists. You have thoughts?
I would have to look at that.
Who's
out for Boston? That is making us go that way. Is that an injury thing?
No, I think it's just because he had 13 and 7 in his last two.
Okay. 13 and 14 and 7 and 7 in the last game.
Yeah,
super high efficiency.
Very efficient.
And they're priced at 4.5.
I like his PRs a lot better. Who requested that one? It's Trippy Flow. Trippy, I like the PRs better than his assists personally. He says the head-to-head data is good though, so let's go there. Head-to-head assists.
Yeah, super high efficiency. 8 of 8, 8 of 9, and then 4 of 10.
Is this one this year? Yeah, the only one this year. He did have 10 attempts though, so 4.5 is right where you want to be. I would lean over. He had 4 last game on his. Yeah, just a little bit behind me there, ahead of me there. Yeah, potentials look good. Not something I'm racing to bet, but if you like it, I'd probably just pair it up in a PRA because I do like his points and rebounds individually. The only reason I haven't ran his points yet is because I think if we're patient, closer to tip-off, we could play at 27.5.
The stark difference between last game when he had 4 on 10 chances is that we're without Gordon and Watson now. And we know that Boston does typically struggle versus size.
Yeah.
So if you think he gets 10 attempts, I do think he gets one more attempt without Gordon and Watson, or one more assist without Gordon and Watson. So I don't hate that play at all.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Going to be easier for the other guys to score off of it. So I agree with that completely. JB, very strong lean. Don't be surprised if you see it. I just think we can get a better number. Jamal Murray, probable. You have any Jamal Murray thoughts in this game? They rank 17th versus pick and roll ball handler. That seems to be trending up. I remember earlier in the season, they were in the low 20s. So they seem to be defending the pick and roll ball handler better. Kind of makes sense though. You drop Simons on the perimeter. Any thoughts though on Jamal Murray?
Probably his threes.
Threes, okay.
Probably his threes. If I had to go anywhere with him.
28th and threes allowed to point guards.
Yeah. I just think they really worked that inside out with Jokic and Murray tonight.
I know the sample size won't be huge. It'll be decent this year, though. Wow. Yeah. With Jokic, without Aaron Gordon, 61% hit rate, averaging 3.6. It's minus 160. You going to play it straight or ladder?
I'll probably throw it in SGP, honestly.
Yeah. No, that makes sense to me as well. Let's keep on the same kind of wavelength. Tim Hardaway threes. Do you have any thoughts there? Minutes have been not 24, 18. There's some minutes that are sub 20 that I don't like. But do you have any thoughts here on Tim Hardaway Jr.'s threes?
I like his points and rebounds a little bit more if I were to go anywhere with him.
Like his PRs a little bit more. Okay, not mad at that. Let's go a floor of 19 minutes. That's, I think, fair.
What's it been like with him and Christian Braun back? Not as good. What are his attempts on threes with Braun in the lineup?
I was going to say the threes don't drop much.
Threes don't drop at all. Yeah, you know what? 2.5 threes, he's shooting 7 of those motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. And it's plus 150. It's plus 150.
They're getting up 11 a game to shooting guards on attempts.
22nd most in the league. We'll say a little bit of a red streak here, but Kennard doesn't get many minutes. Allen, I think he had 3 exactly.
So how many do we think he shoots tonight?
I think you were spot on. I think he's in the realm of 7 with like a spread of 5 to 9.
I'll put him at 8. 7, he's 3 of 4 at home. 8, he's 3 of 3. Yeah, I mean, if he shoots 7, he's hitting it.
I agree.
That's his floor.
And it's plus
Run those threes.
52.
Run those threes. Plus 152?
Yes.
All right, I'm getting on that now. Thank you. Whoever shot that, I appreciate you.
That was me, so you're welcome. I'm going to bet this as well. FanDuel 152. So it's also at FanDuel, which is nice. Yep, everybody give me a second. This is going to be our next bet. Sam Hauser's threes as a request. I didn't go over this on stream, but I did look at it. We talked about it. You said he was 0 for 4 the night prior. Did you have any thought on Sam Hauser's threes today?
No, I'm just laughing at my max wager on FanDuel.
What are they letting you get? 50, 80, 100?
I tried to put money on it, and so my max wager is 229.
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you what mine is. I'm at 30% limits.
I don't even know what the percentile was. I have no idea how much that is.
Yeah, that's like death limits, buddy. It's like 1%. Unless unless it's just really low right now. Tim Hardaway. I'm gonna see what I can get.
I tried to put 500 on it.
I'm allowed $123. Now here's a little trick. We can log out. I just bet it. Now let me log out, and then you can see what a normal non-limited person can bet. Let me see here. For everyone wondering, I did just add that. That's why the banner's down. I did just play it. Give me a second to get that out. I just want to see what the market limits are. This is why I don't normally bet steals and blocks and shit, because exactly what just happened to you is normally what happens to me on those markets. Okay, yeah, so the liquidity is very low on this. A normal person that's not limited at all can only get 329, which makes sense. That's exactly, yeah, I'm at 33% limits. You are at death limits, brother.
Okay, well, so here's another trick. So I tried to bet the over 2.5, right, at plus 152.
Then you went to the 3+, and
I went to the 3+, and it let me do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I had 2 cent difference, but I got it down. So we're good. We're good to go.
When I go to bed at DraftKings, if I want to use my personal account, I'll I'll do the same trick because I'll be able to get like to win $50 on a points prop. So I'll go bet like if I like someone over 24.5 or some shit, I'll go bet the over 24.5, get as much as I can, and then you can go bet the 25 plus, get as much as you can there, and take what you can
You
get.
go to alt spreads 25.5.
Exactly. Like, yeah. So do what you got to do to get down in this game.
It's so annoying.
So annoying.
Aside from incriminating ourselves, I don't have anything else on these games. They're not even listing Jokic double odds. That's funny. I like him in a triple double in some capacity. I'm rocking the Hardaway threes and Jamal Murray in a parlay of some sort on his 3 threes are minus 180. Jeez. I might just go. Instead of Murray's 3 threes, I might just get like points. 23.5. I'll probably put 20 points in there.
Yeah, I will definitely have a layer two. I'm not like really promoting it, but I'm not calling it the ladder challenge. I'm just rolling over it. I started with a quarter unit yesterday, and I'm just gonna roll over 7 times. You turn a quarter unit into a 10 unit, and then you chill. If you lose, you started with a quarter unit, but if you hit, it's fucking dope.
For sure. Jamal Murray, 20 points and 3 threes. Kind of correlated in a way. Is minus 138 instead of paying whatever price it is. 3 threes.
I love
minus
that.
180.
I love that.
So if you don't like the number you're getting, and you know where to get their points from, another way of getting your value in some type of way.
Yep, nope, 100% agree. Well, we are an hour deep, y'all. We've went through basically every game. Definitely, I expect to have some additions, waiting on some Scotty Barnes news. So don't be surprised, especially if you're in the Discord, if you see 1 or 2 more plays come out. I do expect to have that rollover play as well today. 5 official plays, but kind of like 4. We got Chet under 17.5, Duncan over 10.5. Then we've got Bobby Portis over 1.5 threes for a half a unit and 10 plus points to win a half a unit. Then Tim Hardaway Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers made. I risked 1 unit. If you're not as confident, feel free to scale that down to win a unit. You'll probably be at like 0.6 or so. But I'm pretty confident in that read, so I'm cool with riding it for a full unit. Chalk, anything for the people before we get up out of here today?
Jokic everything.
Fair enough.
Jokic everything.
Fair enough.
That was way too long to spend on this slate, but I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the problem.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you tapping in. Best of luck tonight, y'all. I'll be back at noon tomorrow. Don't be surprised you see Chalk, Sosa, Steve, anyone else in here. Appreciate y'all for tapping.